Hey, 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 everybody. This is Dr. Demetria Lambert for the I Am Institute. And this is day 6 of our March challenge. Okay, so I hope that you are still jumping rope. I hope that you are enjoying it. And I hope that you are reaping the benefits and feeling the benefits of jumping rope. It's enjoyable, it's helpful for your heart, and you will feel so accomplished at the end, especially if you started off as a non-jumper. Okay, so let's hop right into it. Today we are focusing on Proverbs 6, and I'm going to focus on just a few scriptures. The first will be verses 1 through 2, and it talks about essentially being a surety for a friend, which means co-signing on a loan. You don't ever want to do that. So today's principles are really practical. Also, again, let me remind you, let me back up. I will not be broadcasting at 8 p.m. anymore. I will be broadcasting sometime in the afternoon. So you will have to watch the playback if you don't catch it. And just make sure you comment, interact with the video, and that will count as your participation for the contest. If you need the rules for the contest, you can go back and look at an earlier video, get all the rules. Okay. So it says, my son, if you be surety for thy friend, which means if you are a guarantor on a loan, you don't ever want to do that. You don't ever want to co-sign a loan for someone, because if they don't pay the loan, of course, you are responsible. I don't care if it's your friend, your relative, it doesn't matter, because what happens, even if it's a relative that you love dearly and you trust, and they have a great job. They just may have had bad credit in the past, but now they have a great job. They're on their feet. They can afford it, but their past credit score won't allow them to get the loan that they seek. Well, they may be able to pay the loan, and they may pay religiously and faithfully. But what happens if that person passes away? You are responsible for that loan. So you don't ever want to co-sign for a loan. It's just bad business. It's not wise. You will end up hurting yourself. You'll end up hurting your family, because that is money being taken out of your pocket in order to pay this loan for this person that you co-signed for. So that is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 1. And it says that if you do that, you need to go and humble yourself and say, hey, let me get out of this, because, it wasn't a wise decision. Okay. And then the next few verses I want to focus on are verses 10 through 11. And essentially what they say are, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. So people who sleep a lot, um, I make my children get up early in the summertime, and I think that, well, when I was growing up, we had to get up early because I actually lived on a farm. So we had to get up early anyway, because we had to go to tend the crops and do all of our chores before it got too hot. You don't want the sun to come up and then it gets so hot that you're unable to work. So we had to do that early. So I make my children get up, even though we don't currently live on a farm. Say hi, so I'll know who you are. My children don't currently live on a farm. However, I still make them get up in the summertime, because I want them to understand, if you are going to make the most of your day, if you're going to have a productive day, it is very imperative that you rise early. Successful people do not sleep all day. They don't go to bed early, and um, they don't get up late. In order for you to make the most of your day, you must get up. And I have a schedule for them in the summertime. They don't just get up and be on summer vacation. What are you vacationing from? You don't have a job. So, no, you get up, you have chores to do. They have academic work to do in the summertime. And we go on trips, and they have free time during the day where they can watch a little TV, play a game. Sometimes we'll play games together, like board games or card games or something like that. I don't play video games, but we'll do something together so that it's a productive time. but they don't just get to stay in the bed all day till 12 o'clock. Now, my husband has said that they can stay in the bed until 9, but oftentimes I still make them get up because if they have a lot to do and I have something to do, my day, if especially if I need to go shopping, I'm not trying to leave the house at 9 a.m. I'm trying to leave at 7, unless I have to go somewhere that doesn't open until later. But still, I have plenty of things that I can do before 9 a.m. So if I have to wait for them to get up at 9, that's pushing my day back. I'm not about that life. So I make them get up and I stress to them, look, later on in life, you will learn that the people who sleep all day and fold their hands and they sleep until noon, they they're going to be less productive than you are. They're going to be less productive. They're not going to be living up and maximizing their potential because they're spending all their time sleeping. They're not making the best of their time. So you don't want to do that. And again, it says, a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief in the night, and scarcity like an armed man. Scarcity will creep up on you and like you stole something, and it will steal something from you. That is your prosperity, your lifeblood, your opportunities. How can you take advantage of an opportunity when you're not the first one to get there? You might be skilled, but guess what? If you get there at 9:30 and someone else got there at 7:30 or 8, who's going to get the opportunity? They are. So you cannot spend your time sleeping, and I don't even just attribute that to sleeping. It still applies when you're just wasting time, procrastinating, not maximizing your skill set because you're sitting around watching TV all the time. I have a few shows that I do like to watch, but if you spend a lot of time watching TV, you need to reevaluate and think about what are all the things that you could be doing while you are watching that television show. Your life is passing you by while you're watching other people live their best lives on TV. Don't do that. And you will also find, I have found that when I spend my time in a productive way, I don't miss television at all. As a matter of fact, it's a catalyst to prompt me to want to be more productive. So I don't spend time watching TV. I'm more inclined and encouraged to go back and finish working on the project that I previously started. So you don't want to spend a lot of time watching TV. You don't want to spend a lot of time sleeping because you will waste your life away and it will go by so quickly. Before you know it, you will look up and the month is gone. The day is gone. The month is gone. The year is gone, and you are in the same place you were last year. How many people wake up and they're like, man, I started watching this YouTube video and it led to this YouTube video and that led to, and before you know it, you've watched 6 hours of YouTube videos and you have done nothing in the way of being productive in your life. So you want to make sure that you use your time in a wise manner. All right. And then we're going to go down to verses 16 through 19. And it talks about the 7 deadly sins. These 6 things. And you know what? Actually, I am going to pull that up on I'm going to pull that up on the New International Version, 16 through 19. So it says, these are 6 things that the Lord hates. And again, when Proverbs talks about wisdom, it's talking about wisdom personified as a woman. And also, I attribute that to the person of the Holy Spirit living on the inside of you, because the Holy Spirit is a guide, the Ruach, that lifeblood, that divine spirit on the inside of you that is giving you wisdom to make the right decisions and do the right things in your life so that you can be productive. And so the 6 things that guiding spirit on the inside of you hates are haughty eyes. That means that being proud, or you're proud and no one can tell you anything. A lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood. These are also self-explanatory. A heart that devises wicked schemes. I know people that just plot up foolishness. Like, I try not to associate with them anymore. Sometimes I run into them, but man, what in the world is prompting you to just plot up foolishness for no reason? Like, who does that? Um, Feet that are quick to rush into evil. And I think my face, okay. Feet that are quick to rush into evil, a false witness who pours out lies, you're lying on people, um, and then a person who stirs up conflict in the community. So look, a person who stirs up conflict in the community, a witness who pours out lies, a heart that devises wickedness, feet that are quick to rush to evil, those are all the same person. Those are all the same person. If you find a messy person, they're messy in multiple areas. So they're going to be the same person. So you don't want to engage in those types of activities. You want to steer clear of the foolishness. In public school, we tell new teachers, as a coach, I tell new teachers, stay out of the teacher's lounge because that's where the gossip and everything is. And you really don't want to get stirred up in that. And you don't want people unduly influencing you as it pertains to other people, because they may have a biased opinion of someone and that person hasn't done anything to you, and you don't want to go into relationships with the wrong mindset from the start. You want to give everyone a fair chance, and so therefore it's good to stay away from people who are proud, they lie, they stir up wickedness, they keep up mess and foolishness all the time. You don't want to be around those people. If they know everything about everybody, trust and believe, they're going to be spreading everything about you. Okay. Um, Also, and the next part of Proverbs warns against adultery. So we won't get a lot into that because we kind of talked about that yesterday. But essentially, I think that the thing that I took the most from this chapter is about maximizing your time and making sure that you do what you need to do in order to grow yourself as a person, in order to grow your business, and in order to grow um, whatever it is that you're trying to do. You want to maximize your time. Don't sleep all day. Don't procrastinate. Don't spend time on things that don't matter. It's okay to go out with friends, but if you're going out let's say you have a regular 9 to 5 job, and every weekend, if you're going out with friends, if you're not doing anything to make yourself financially independent, or trying to start a small business, or trying to create a future for your children so that you can leave an inheritance to your children's children, what is it going to benefit you at the end of your life that you went out every weekend with your friends? Yes, it's important to cultivate good relationships and good friendships, but you don't want to spend all your time just being a social butterfly, because at the end of the day, how is that going to help your children? Now, you want to make sure that you care for people, but you want to make sure that you keep your priorities in order and that you maximize the time that's given us. We all get the same 24 hours in a day, and no one is more special than anyone else. It's just what we do with our time, our mindset, how we think, what we think we're capable of, and how we go about accomplishing what we think we're capable of. And that is what is going to determine how successful you are in life. If you don't spend time cultivating that mind, if you don't spend time cultivating that mindset, then you are going to end up in poverty. Right now, I kind of got a little setback because of, my family emergency that I had this week. But right now, I am starting an earring line, a t-shirt line. I'm working on my book. And, of course, I have my coaching and consulting, and I have my online classes. But man, none of that would even be in play had I not taken the time to think about it and map it out and try to figure out, well, gosh, where can I make money? If people who purchase my classes, they purchase the class, it might be a one-time purchase. How can I continually make money without having to invest all my time? I love making jewelry, but I know that I don't have a lot of time to devote to it. So I'll spend some time making that, and then I can just sell it until it sells out, and then I'll move on to something else. However, I want to make sure that everything that is in me, my potential that I have, that I maximize it to the best of my ability. And that's what I encourage all of you to do. Look at your potential. What is it that you want to do in life? How can you take something small, work with what you have? You don't even have to spend a lot of money, and maximize your potential. If you write, if you make jewelry, if you want to start a t-shirt business, if you want to teach online, I have a course right now, online course creation in 3 easy steps. You know, that course can teach you how to create online courses and start an online business. Anything is possible. You just have to put your mind to it. Thanks, Ella. You just have to put your mind to it, and you have to research and do the work. The work is not hard, but it's going to take time and it's going to take dedication. So a little sleep and a little slumber and a folding of hands, and poverty will come on you like a thief in the night, and scarcity like an armed man. You don't want that to be you. So I encourage all of you to go after everything that you want. And again, for our jump rope challenge, if you haven't started, it's not too late. Start jumping, add a little bit of time to your time every day. And at the end of the month, I can't wait to see who wins the gift card to True Food Kitchen. And if you don't live near True Food Kitchen, of course, you will receive a Visa gift card of the equivalent amount. I'm so excited for all the people that have joined. And if you are watching on the playback, make sure you comment. Let me know what your time is that you've worked up to here by day 6. I'm so excited for you. I'm proud of you. And by the end of the month, you're going to be so proud of yourself for what you have accomplished by reading through the book of Proverbs, as well as having become a rope jumper. It's very good for your heart, all your muscles. It's a full body workout. It improves your cardiovascular condition. And you will be so proud of yourself. And I'm already proud of you for starting and participating. Yes, Ella, get on track, girl. So that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching this. It's Dr. Demetria Lambert for the I Am Institute. And until next time, I will see you later.